What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. I got a new model in from Kubey that I'm really excited to get into with you. Let's do it. All right, guys, I'm excited about this one because it is a collab design from our boy KC over at Knives Fast, and I think it's an awesome looking model. It is the Supercell 14C28N and titanium throughout except for the lock bar. Really beautiful micro milled knife here with a very thin and slicey 14C28N blade. And if you didn't know, they do a cryogenic treat, I believe, after they cook the knife or with the cooking of the knife. I'm not 100% sure which order it comes in, but what I do know is that it does strengthen the steel, and it helps to result in some really impressive edge retention from 14C28N. So I was anxious to check that out. Took it down to the garage, did some cutting on camera so you guys could see, did some cutting off camera that you're not going to see, but what you see on there is a very nice factory edge from Kubey going through the catalog paper, and then we jumped into the cardboard, and it absolutely shredded the cardboard, guys. Very nice geometry, tall, flat grind, just moved through that cardboard with no issues. And even though it is more of a full-size knife, worked very well for me with that pinch grip because of the fact that it has the swedge. It comes to an acute tip. It's really able to penetrate through the cardboard, and it worked really well going through, like I did some cutting on denim, and it was able to push through that denim very nicely as well. So all in all, very happy with it. And I did cut through a lot of stuff here, and at the end going through the paper you can see a little bit of blemish, but honestly very happy with the way that it performed. You do have a reversible titanium pocket clip here, milled. Looks really good. Love the fact that he was thinking about the lefties, because with it being a nested liner lock or an inset liner lock, I believe it's inset when it's mounted the way that it is, the liner is actually bolted down or secured or fastened to the titanium internally, so it's not a liner per se, it's just the lock itself. So I think that's what the inset liner lock is. You guys can correct me, and I know that you will if I stated that incorrectly. But my point being is, as you can see while I was talking and fidgeting with it, it works really, really well. Kudos to Kubey. They do a fantastic job, as I shake the whole table, with their ano. Once I clean it off, my oily hands have been all over this beauty. But once you clean it off and you get a really good look at it without my oil all over it, the ano job that they do always comes out looking really, really nice. I think it pops. I love the voltage that they've chosen to do for their blues. They always come out looking great. You do have a titanium backspacer, and he even gave a lanyard post for the freaks out there that want to have that lanyard on there. I'm kidding. Relax. I don't hate lanyards. I just don't use them. And I love when designers do a post as opposed to a hole. I just think that's cleaner. It allows you to get that lanyard, if you want it, onto the knife without it really taken away from the aesthetics with a hole going through it. So take that as you will. The action on here is really good. The detent is tuned. I'm still breaking mine in. I've only had it a few days, but I really liked it, so I wanted to go ahead and get the review out there. They are coming in and out of stock. Check my affiliate links. I'll definitely link them if I find them on Amazon for you, and I'll check White Mountain Knives, and if I see it there, I'll let you know. I don't think I've seen these on Blade HQ. I don't have an affiliate with Kubey. I've reached out to them. I don't know if they are on the same website with the others that I have the affiliate on, but they haven't responded to let me know. And usually if they are, they have like a different name. That it's not just Kubey. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. When you use those links, it does help the channel too, by the way. It is a good looking knife, but let's take a look at some comparison knives so you can get an idea what size this is for you. All right, so I wanted to bring out another full size and a medium EDC, the Spyderco Manix 2 lightweight on the top and the QSP Volt on the bottom here. is more of a medium-sized EDC, very comparable to like a bug out. And you can see that the Supercell is a full-sized EDC. Let's do a couple more and then we'll weigh the knife. I thought I would bring out a couple of knives that are friends of the channel. So we got the collab between Devo and Stasa 23 here with the Fireball on the bottom representing again the medium EDC, and then Joseph's Nova on the top from Vero Engineering for the full size. And you can see the Supercell is very comparable to the Nova, maybe a touch shorter and a little bit more slender. It doesn't have quite the height that the Nova has on it. But let's grab that scale and let's check the weight on this one. All right, we got the scale out and on. Let's see what this one comes in at. I'm thinking is what I was going to say, and then I jumped to I wanted to say I guess, but I'm thinking this is going to be 4.2 ounces, so I'm pretty close. Nice size considering, or nice weight considering that it is full titanium, inset liner lock, steel blade, titanium hardware. I think that's a very good weight, so they did a good job getting that weight down for a full-size knife. Let's get the scale out of here and we'll wrap it up. All right, in case you're not familiar with the channel, I score on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 is the worst you've ever seen, 10 is the best that you've ever seen, and budget knives, which are limited by their materials, usually cap at 7. There is an area of gray out there when you have something like this with 14C28N, which I consider to be a budget steel. Normally that limits it from going over 7. However, we do have all titanium hardware here. Now, everything that goes into the score is as follow. It's action, build quality, performance, ergos, materials offered for price, and just overall vibes that I have with the knife while using it and how it has performed. When you have dual means of deployment, that helps as well. I would say if this was done in S90V, which I don't know what that would do to the price, and I think if Casey offered like a Supercell-esque knife in S90V and both all titanium and or with the carbon fiber scales with the nest inset liner lock like this, sort of like what you saw on the Fireball earlier, this thing would score really, really high. Now, the 14C28N on here does perform very well. Kubey does an outstanding job with that, but it's going to be hard with just the titanium to carry it very high. Having said that, this is probably going to be one of the highest scoring premium budget offerings, because I don't know how else to classify that. I'm going to go 7.2. I really love the ergos on this. I think it is a very good looking knife. I feel like Casey just continues to refine his design elements, and I really like the spear point-esque blade shape on it. I know it's a drop point, but that tip is really close to center with the pivot, so it gives for really good detailed work performance. And you got a lot of belly here. You're able to do tabletop cutting and heavy duty hard use type cuts, or heavy duty cutting in a very nice way with that mill titanium pocket clip. It's very, very nice. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but it does have a very, very minor contour to it. Nothing egregious, but it does help a little bit with the grip. I also love that he continues to offer this micro milling on his models when he does do the full titanium. That helps with the grip as well. It gives something like the fingertips and everything to kind of grab onto when you're using the knife. So if your hand gets a little sweaty, if you're doing repeated cutting or anything like that, very, very nice. Also like the new Kubey logo on here, the giant K being etched into the titanium, I think is a nice look. We'll disassemble this in another video, but I'm assuming captive because you don't have anything to screw on that hole there. And I'll also check to see how easy it is to flip the clip for the lefties out there. I think they do stamped bearings. We'll definitely verify that when we get in there. I'm happy with the bearing action on here, and generally for any budget-esque type knife, I don't really swap out to skiffs for them just because they really do a fantastic job. And I just don't really see with the budget knives any reason to do that if they're doing that good a job. Now, do I believe skiffs make a difference? I do, but I do reserve those for more premium. I don't get them for free, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, it costs me money, right? I can't just throw them on everything, because I would run out of funds doing skiffs on everything. So I save those for more premium knives. Let me know what you think about this Supercell down in the comments below. I would say I like a lot of Casey's design, but I think design cues speak to all of us. Where I'm going with this is the Fractus was my previous favorite design from KC. What I'm trying to decide is if the Supercell at this moment in time of his designs that are available, does it take over the Fractus? I'm gonna say it ties it. I don't know that I could say that I like the Supercell or the Fractus more personally, right? Personal aesthetics. I know everybody's gonna have their favorite, you know, the Microjet, Micro Burst. I'm gonna forget some. I'm not gonna list them all. I'm gonna forget them, Casey. I'm sorry. So everybody's gonna have their preference. I'm just saying, for me personally, I think the Supercell and the Fractus tie atop of everything that he's designed as my favorite. Hopefully that makes sense, and it's intended as a compliment, so I hope that it's taken as such. But let me know what you think about the Supercell down in the comments below. Links are down below. It helps the channel when you use them. If you enjoyed the video, hitting that like also helps. It lets the algorithm know that you enjoyed it, and it'll try to push it out to others to enjoy as well. Comment down below either way. Just say hi. Let me know what your pocket dump is if you're not into the Supercell or anything like that. I totally get it. Everybody has different tastes for sure. That's the beautiful thing about this community. Special shout out to my channel members. I'm out of here, guys. I'll catch you next time. Have a great week. Peace.